Hello and welcome to the season 2 of the quiz show. We'll start with the finale now. These are the three contestants. Our first contestant, Sarang. Sarang, quick introduction. Sarang, what do you do? Where are you from? Whatever you want to say.
Yeah, hi. I'm a native Bangalorean. I work in consulting, and I'm a big fan of quizzing, football, movies in general. Yeah, thank you so much.
Wow. Okay. Sarang. From Sarang, we come to somebody who was the three-time winner of the last time we were here. You saw him in the quiz show, Bangalore episodes first season. You also saw him in Mega Tournament recently. Rohan.
Hi everyone, I'm Rohan, still a PM at PhonePe, still a huge fan of quizzing and the quiz show in general.
Okay, and now we come to somebody who I've hosted earlier. He was a part of the quiz I did at SP Jan earlier. And why am I saying this random information is because we also do quiz shows in colleges. So if your college wants to conduct a quiz show, we are more than happy to come and host. He was the winner in the SP Jan quiz show that we did last year. Saransh, big round of applause for Saransh. Saransh, quick intro.
Thank you. I'm Saransh. I've been living in Bangalore for 7 years now, and I work with a digital payments company.
Wow, okay. Cool. Let's do this. Let's begin. The order will be Sarang, Rohan, Saransh. Second half order will be Saransh, Rohan, Sarang. First direct is a direct for Sarang. Okay, Sarang, this is a phrase, a four-word phrase that you basically have to fill in the blank. The phrase dash 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 is believed to have originated in the 18th century in England, where it was used to describe the most beautiful and popular young women at a dance. The first word is a French word meaning beautiful, and it was commonly used in English to describe an attractive and charming woman. The phrase gained popularity in the 19th century and was commonly used in Victorian society to refer to a woman who was the center of attention and admiration at a social gathering. Today, it is still used to describe a woman who is the most beautiful and admired person at any event or gathering. Tell me the phrase, a four-word phrase.
I guess, is this the bell of the ball?
What a great start to the quiz, Sarang. It is bell of the ball. Wow. 10 points there to Sarang. And now we come to Rohan for the next direct. Rohan, John Alexander Brodie was an engineer involved in the planning and design of New Delhi and serving as the chief engineer for the Mersey Tunnel, and was also a devoted Everton fan. His frustration over a disallowed goal against Accrington Stanley, attributed to crowd interference, led him to devise a solution to address certain issues in football. In 1889, he implemented this solution in Stanley Park and subsequently secured a patent for it in the following year. This innovation, introduced by Brodie, remains an integral part of the game to this day. What did he introduce? What did he invent?
Can I ask like a clarifying question? Yeah. Is it like literally a part of the game or something like adjacent to the game?
Literally a part of the game.
Is it like the specific goal line?
Goal line. No, going to Saransh.
Is it the design of the goal post with the net?
Net. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Beautifully done. 11 points there to Saransh. What a great crack. See, something that seems so common now, and we all know football net, goal net are still part of football, but before this game, there was no net. And then a goal was scored, and he thinks Everton scored. Referee said it wasn't scored. And the referee said, I don't know, man. I was distracted and all that. So he thought there should be a net behind the goal post. And that was the innovation which still exists in the world of football. Fantastic. 11 points there to Saransh. And I come I come to Sarang for an etymology question. Okay, so this is one word which I've split in XY, like a dumb charade, like as a breaker. So XY means, so the combination means impulsive, hasty, or reckless, used specially to describe adventurous activities or personages. Now, Irving wrote in The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, when any dash, prank, or rustic brawl occurred in the vicinity, always shook their heads and warranted Brombons was at the bottom of it. Okay, just to clarify, this is part of a longer sentence, that's why it might not be making sense, but he's talking about neighbors there, so the neighbors always shook their heads, but that's not important. What is important is dash, prank, or rustic brawls. The adjective, okay, so this is an adjective, attested as far back as the 1580s in England, derived from the sense of Y as head, and it's literally crazy in the head. What are we talking about?
I'll pass. I don't know.
Okay, Saransh passes. We come to Rohan.
Is it foolhardy?
Not foolhardy, but yeah, like that. Two word combined. Going to Saransh.
Pass.
Okay, passing. We'll start again with Saransh. Make it a 5-point question. Okay, so why as head? Basically, the sense is why is something that you wear on your head. So think of that. Whatever options come to your mind about thinking, when you think of something that you wear on your head, and think crazy in the head. Huh? Okay.
I'm going to guess Madcap.
Madcap, yes. Well done. Fantastic. 5 points there to Sarang. It is Madcap. Okay, Madcap as you usually say Madcap Adventure, Madcap stuff. And man, this Madcap is also a Marvel character, I think. Madcap. Okay, we come to Rohan now, back home. 3 hints for a certain movie. X was released along with Sholay on 15th August 1975. During the run of the film, people would come from distant villages on bullock carts to cities to watch the movie and would crowd outside the theatre. Third hint, after the success of X, people would go to the house of Anita Guha to seek her blessings. And if she was spotted on the road, people would go and touch her feet. X remains one of the biggest hits in the history of Indian cinema. Tell me the movie we are talking about.
Diwar?
Not Diwar, going to Saransh.
Jai Santoshima.
Yes, beautiful. 11 points there to Saransh. It is Jai Santoshima. Okay, crazy story this movie has. You guys, if you haven't heard or if you don't know what Jai Santoshima, you have to go and read more about it. Okay, Jai Santoshima. And now we'll come to Sarang for the next direct. Sarang, Hardcore Henry is a 2015 science fiction action film written and directed by Ilya Naishaluran, produced by Timur Bekmambetov, Naishular, Inga Weinstein-Smith, and Ekaterina Kononenko. Will Stewart provided additional writing for the film. The film is notable for being shot entirely from the first-person perspective of its lead character. Okay, the reason this is a question is, what distinct way was this movie shot? Essentially, why this movie is important? What did this movie achieve? Just put funda. And you have the poster also, if that helps.
I mean, that itself is distinct, right? I mean, first person, what are we supposed to add to that?
A little bit more.
Is it shot with a GoPro?
Yes, that is correct. It's the first movie, the history of cinema, to be shot entirely using GoPro. Okay, 10 points there to Sarang. And I come to Rohan for the next direct. Rohan, to create the authentic film 8th Grade, and the poster is also there on your screen, the filmmaker aimed to capture the essence of adolescence, focusing on core emotions like loneliness, the desire for connection, and the need to be seen and heard. To achieve this, the creator immersed himself in the lives of actual 13-year-olds, learning from vlogs and interactions during casting, scouting, filming, and promoting the movie. This journey turned him into a student of contemporary teenage experiences, recognizing the impact of the internet and social media on their emotions. Beyond cinema, this versatile individual, so he does a lot of things, known for his diverse talents, is widely acclaimed. Just tell me the creative mind behind the insightful portrayal of adolescence in the digital age in the movie 8th Grade.
Is this Ashton Kutcher?
Not Ashton Kutcher, going to Saransh.
Oprah Winfrey.
Not Oprah Winfrey, going to Sarang.
Can you just read that subtext in the 8th grade? It's not really visible from here.
Oh, written and directed by Dash.
Okay.
That's all.
Jeffrey Epstein. Is this Childish Gambino?
No? Okay. Bye. Okay, we'll come back to Rohan. With a hint, Rohan, this is basically a person, a stand-up comedian, a YouTuber, a lot of things. The reason we are talking about adolescence and his insight into it is because of a highly critically acclaimed special that came out during lockdown. Block? Okay.
Us.
Okay, passing to Saransh.
Trevor Noah.
Not Trevor Noah, going to Sarang.
I know the song. I don't know the comedian's
Abhi, oh.
name.
Abhi,
Can I sing you the song instead?
no, brother.
From the special.
Not interested.
I can sing you the song from the special. Come
Not
on.
at all. And right now, Rohan and Saransh are like, bhai, thoda bolne deta hai yaar.
Pass one. I'm sorry. I know the song from the special you're talking about.
Okay, just
but-
sing for YouTube. People will enjoy you
All right.
listening to the
Here
song.
goes nothing. Jeffrey Bezos, CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964. Jeffrey Bezos.
Nicely done.
Do I get
We
part
should give
points,
some
please?
part points. No?
Yeah.
What do you?
नहीं नहीं ये
No.
लॉ करा है इसमें तो बिल्कुल नहीं
Rohan is like
Law
देख
करा
बकचोदी
है।
अपनी जगह है. Quizzing के साथ मजाक नहीं करने का. Okay, so no points to anyone. The answer is Bo Burnham, the guy there. That's the director and acclaimed stand-up comedian. You guys should watch his special on Netflix.
पता नहीं था ये सब करते हैं
Okay. So nobody gets points for Bo Burnham, and we come back to Rohan. This was Rohan's direct. Okay, Rohan, again, this is an iconic quote. Okay, the reason this is so iconic is because different versions of this quote has been used throughout history. Okay, but we are looking at the OG. This is a quotation attributed to American politician and orator Patrick Henry from a speech he made to the Second Virginia Convention on March 23rd, 1775. Now we'll go through the speech, or flow mein, maybe you'll get the quote also. If we were base enough to desire it, it is now too late to retire from the contest. There is no retreat but in submission and slavery. Our chains are forged. Their clanking may be heard on the plains of Boston. The war is inevitable, and let it come. I repeat, sir, let it come. It is in vain, sir, to extenuate the matter. Gentlemen may cry, peace, peace, but there is no peace. The war is actually begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is that gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear or peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know what course others may take, but as for me, the quote. Which iconic quote are we talking about? Okay, even if you're 80-90% close to the quote, I'll give you points.
something along the lines of I mean I definitely don't know the exact quote blood is the price of freedom something like that
Yeah, मतलब zone तो वही है, but yeah, no. Going to Saransh.
I will fight till my last breath.
Okay, going to Saran.
Give me liberty or give me death.
What a great crack, yaar. Oof. Really did not expect anyone to get the exact quote. Oh my God. Completely made up for the Bo Burnham mishap. Oh, give me liberty or give me death. What a great crack. Wow. Okay. Sarang gets 12 for this, and we come back to Rohan for the next direct. Rohan, bunch of clues all leading to the same person. X honed his passion for maths, worked as an algebra and geometry teacher. Second, he had also worked as the court astrologer. His famous works include treatise on demonstration of problems of algebra, which he completed in 1070. So timeline is given. In 1077, he published a book on non-Euclidean geometry called Sharme Ashkala min Musadarat Kitab Uklidisi, meaning explanations of the difficulties in the postulates of Euclid. He also wrote Problems of Arithmetic, which is a book on music and algebra. Second last, he was also a famous astronomer and invented Jalali calendar, which became the base of other calendars and is also known to be more accurate than the Gregorian calendar. Apart from all of these milestones, he had earned quite a name for his poems. Okay, who are we talking about?
I'm not sure of the again Al-Khwarizmi
No. I know what you're thinking. No. Going to Saransh?
Going by poems, Amir Khusru.
No, good guess. Going to Sarang?
Again, going by poems, is Rumi?
No. Okay. We'll start again with Rohan, but Rumi is a good, we know him, most likely we know because of the poem part, and that's why I reacted nicely to Khusro and this thing. But not Khusro, not India, okay? The hint is Rubaiyat, if that word makes you think of a certain name. Okay, all his books are called Rubaiyat of dash.
nah Ali Karimi
Going to Saraj.
Omar Khayyam.
Yes. That's all we were looking for. Omar Khayyam. Well done. 6 points there to Saransh. It is Omar Khayyam, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Much discussed, much analyzed all over the world. In fact, it's so people analyze every translation of the Rubaiyat ever done to see is it fair to the original text and all that. So this will be a direct for Sarang. Okay. Sarang, this is a visual plus text kind of a question. Okay. This, the building that you see, this 453 feet tall skyscraper with 34 floors is an architectural masterpiece designed by John Burgee and Philip Johnson, developed by Gerald D. Hines. This building earned its unique nickname due to its distinctive shape and color, resembling a common item. Okay, so it resembles a certain common item, and that gives a certain nickname to this building. It's known as Dash Building. Just tell me, what is the name of this skyscraper? One of those classic quiz questions of deducing things. So you might not have heard of the building, but basis the image, think of a common item, and go ahead with your best guess.
Is it something to do with a reel of films or
Oh,
something?
not a reel of films. Okay, going to Rohan,
No, pass.
passing to Saransh.
I'll guess ball bearings.
Oh, not ball bearing. Okay. We'll start with a hint. Okay, so let me reduce your chain of this thing. When I say a common item, it's most likely most of our houses might have this item. Okay. Most of the people in life also carry this in their bags and all when they go out. Okay. Really? Are you sure? Pakka?
Yeah, yeah.
So
100%.
slate. Okay, cool. Go for it.
It's a stack of coins.
Not. See, not a star. Who is carrying coins in digital India 2024? Okay, Rohan, sorry. I have to come to you with a guess. But I'll just repeat what I said. I said, don't think too high funda like ball bearing films. It's something that a lot of people also carry in their bag when they go out. Very common item. Think of
Like a lipstick.
beautiful crack. Yes. Yes. It's a lipstick building. Okay, this looks like a lipstick. Okay, 6 points there to Rohan. Rohan comes on scoreboard at the last question of the first half. It's called lipstick building. तू क्या coin लेके सारंग कहाँ घूम रहा है तू? Lipstick building. That brings us to the end of the first half. We'll take a quick look at the score, and if you guys are also keeping score, we'll just cross check. Sarang has had a fantastic start. 10 points for Bell of the Ball, 5 points for Madcap, 10 points for Shot on GoPro, and 12 points for Gimme Liberty or Give Me Death. Sarang leading right now with 37 points. Curse of the defending champion, as we know in the world of football. Rohan finally got 6 points on the last question. Lipstick building is on 6 points right now. Saransh has also had very strong start. 11 points for Football Net, 11 for Jai Santoshi Ma, and 6 for Omar Khayyam. Saransh is on 28 points, right behind Sarang. Okay, so the quiz right now, Sarang is leading with 37, followed by Saransh on 28, followed by Rohan on 6. The order will now reverse from, we'll start with Saransh, go to Rohan, then go to Sarang. Okay, cool. This is your direct, Saransh. There exists a remarkable event that showcases the indomitable spirit of wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women. Founded by Prince Harry in 2014, this international multi-sport competition is a testament to the resilience and determination of those who have faced adversity in service to their countries. Now, big clue, named after a Latin word meaning unconquered, it symbolizes the unconquerable nature of the participants. This event, born out of inspiration from Prince Harry's visit to the Warrior Games in the United States, reflects the incredible achievements of individuals post-injury. What is the name of this inspiring competition?
Pass.
Okay, Saransh passes, we go to Rohan.
Is it some like glorious?
No, passing to Sarang.
These are the Invictus games.
What a great crack, of course. Invictus, unconquered, Invictus games. 12 points there to Sarang. Beautiful crack, Invictus. Famous poem, famous movie, famous biopic. Invictus. You knew it from the Latin this thing, or you've heard on the games, Sarang? Ah, okay. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Great, great, great crack. Which means we come back to Saransh for the next edit. Saransh, considered one of North America's oldest sports, X traces its origins to a time predating the arrival of European settlers in Canada. Indigenous peoples, known as First Nations, as we know, engaged in a variation of the sport, commonly called Bagatawa or Tiwarathan or stickball. According to the Federation of International X is the sports, Algonquin First Nations in the St. Lawrence Valley initiated the game in the 1630s with subsequent spread. A pivotal moment occurred in 1834 when Caughnawaga First Nations demonstrated the sport in Montreal, leading to further development. Then Dr. William George Beers, founding the Montreal X Club, formalized the game's rules. By 1860, X gained recognition as Canada's national game. Just to clarify, not like an official national game, like informally most popular game in Canada. I'm just clarifying ताकि लोग फिर Google करके डालेंगे, but national game थी. It made its Olympic debut in the 1904 games in St. Louis. What sport are we talking?
Ice hockey?
Not ice hockey. Going to Rohan.
Lacrosse.
Yes, 11 points there to Rohan. It had to be between, like, if you think of Canada
same.
national game, you think
Yeah,
of
yeah,
ice
well-
hockey or lacrosse. But then to think of ice hockey to have originated from,
I was
from
about
First
to ask
Nation.
like a clarifying question: is it a one word or two word? But then I was like, let him answer one.
Yeah, yeah. Well done. Fantastic. It is lacrosse. 11 points there to Rohan, which means the next direct will be to Sarang. Sarang, X is thought to have its roots in Italy, where the gambling game sprang up in the early 18th century. The king of Naples and Sicily wanted to formalize lottery in order to be able to tax it. The church, however, opposed this as it was considered a deceptive and immoral delight. Eventually, it was legalized as long as the game was suspended during the Christmas holidays so as not to distract the faithful from prayer. The Neapolitans didn't want to give up playing, so they adapted this lottery game to a board game, X, with a familiar character. X, our answer, is a derivative of a word that means to fall headlong or tumble. What word or what is X?
When you say familiar character, is it like a symbol or a person or?
No, not really a symbol. A familiar character, when I say it, means something that is very common, like everybody, whatever
Okay,
is
like a
involved.
quality of it.
Huh,
Familiar quality.
the nature of
Okay,
it.
Nature
yeah.
of it. Are we talking about lotto, housey, that kind of thing?
I'll give you a chance to give me a very specific answer.
Bingo.
Not bingo. I'll take a round and then I'll come back to you. Going to Saransh.
Pass.
Okay, Saransh passes. We come to Rohan.
Pass.
Okay, cool. No problem. This thing. Okay. So the reason I didn't give points to Sarang in the first round is because funda-wise you're there, Sarang. But we are looking at a very specific word because that the hint is given for that specific word. That's one. So what the zone that you were thinking, like you were thinking of housey and all that, right? So that is the zone. You don't have to go too far from that in terms of what the answer is. But I'm looking at a specific word. That's the first clue. The second thing you need to focus on is just the last line. Okay? It derives from a word that means to fall headlong or tumble. Just read it again and think of what word, what board game, lottery, housey type thing can you think of by just reading that line again. Okay, so I won't give more hint, but I'll just say where to focus. Just read the last line.
Right.
That's the same hint as last time, but all right.
Just focus on the meaning.
Let it.
Focus on the meaning. From meaning, think of some word, some game that you can think of in the zone of housey and. और क्या बोला था आपने सारंग? हाँ हाँ ऐसा. Lotto, housey, उस zone में certain thing.
Don't know, man. I pass. Just put me out of my misery. I pass.
Let's put an end to the misery. Going to Rohan.
It's his. No, it is.
Oh no. Oh, so yeah, it's actually Saransh. Sorry, reverse चल रहा है ना?
Tumble, tambola.
Yes, thank you. 6 points there to Saransh. It comes from, yeah, tumble was a big clue, and that's why first when I thought I won't say it out loud while saying, yeah, tumble se nikal jayega. But yeah, comes from the Italian tombolere, which means to uh, like somersault karna. Okay. Talking about tombola. Okay. Okay, great. 6 points there to Saransh, which means now I come to Rohan for the next area. Rohan, in the world of cricket, sentiments run high and players often hold deep emotional connections to certain symbols. Former Australian captain Mark Taylor once remarked, "The moment you get a X is the moment you have made it." Emphasizing the prestige attached to this iconic item, Western Australian batsman Michael Hussey echoed similar sentiments, describing X as more than just an article of clothing. It transcends being a mere piece of fabric. However, there's one cricketing legend who stood in contrast to these emotional attachments. He dismissed X as a load of rubbish and challenged the notion that wearing it is a prerequisite to expressing love for playing cricket for Australia. This individual even criticized former captain Steve Waugh for enforcing the use of this item. Identify the item and the cricketer.
Item I'm thinking is the baggy green cap. Cricketer. Shane Warne.
Yes. Thank you for getting both because the split would have been very difficult. It is Shane Warne and Baggy Green. Well done. 10 points there to Rohan. Shane Warne and Baggy Green. I come to Sarang now for another sports question. Sarang, you love sports, right? But don't know if you love this sport. We'll see. Okay. Sarang is like sports person, but lacrosse mat puch dena. Okay. Over a 5-week period, this team received over 30,000 entries for a contest to name the team. A panel of 14 judges, including 10 members from the X is a city, okay, so X is media, selected 10 finalists. The club's board of directors eventually chose the name Y, explained that it was considered the most fitting among the final 10 submissions. The board's chairman, R. Howard Webster, stated in a release statement that Y, a North American bird with bright dash color, white undercoating, and a black neck ring, embodies strength, aggressiveness, and curiosity. Y is known for daring challenges, yet it remains grounded, gutsy, and attractive. Which team are we talking about?
Can we get the country, please?
All three of you want, then I can give some hint geographically.
I mean, is X is a country? Or
X is a city.
X is a city.
I think what Sarang is asking is the country.
Yeah,
in
you
which
said
the-
North American, so can we narrow it down to a country?
Yeah, I mean, seems like the US, but I'm not sure. Go for it.
No. So what I'll clarify now is North America only. Okay, North America. So there's no confusion that some European team took a North American bird. This team is from North America. So now all you have to think is a famous team with a bird's name in second word, right?
No, I can think of two. That's why.
Two. Two तक narrow down करके hint मांग रहे तू सारंग.
Okay, I'll go for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay, no. Going to Saransh.
Dallas Raptors.
Dallas Raptors. No. Toronto Raptors. Literally very. Going to Rohan.
Is Y Blue Jay?
Okay, and so X would be
Atlanta.
Atlanta Blue Jays. No. Okay, we'll see the point distribution later, but we'll start with Sarang. I don't think you need any hints, right? Sarang, go for it.
The Toronto Blue Jays.
Toronto Blue Jays. Yes.
So Canada or US, it was little.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, it's a dash color. So the color was literally the part of the answer.
Color had to be. I thought
Color
it was
had
like
to
a
be
red
there. That's why
thing also.
Cardinals or wo sab didn't make sense. Raptor. Bright blue color. North American bird with bright blue color. Blue Jays. So somebody gave Blue Jays. Somebody gave Toronto. Okay. So this was the second half. This thing where Sarang got. So 6 we should ideally give. And you were confused between Blue Jays and something what in the first half when you said I'm thinking of two teams.
Yeah, I was thinking of Cardinals because Cardinals generally red associated, but I mean, I can see why it should have been blue itself.
Yeah,
So that's fine. That's okay. I understand.
Okay. And Rohan got Blue Jays in the first round. And when it came to Rohan, it was a 12-point question. Wow. Crazy guys. And Rohan gets 6 for getting Blue Jays in the first half. And Sarang gets 3. But the advantage that Sarang gets is that he gets the next direct also. Okay. So next direct will be to to Sarang. Sarang, on February the 10th, 1929, J. Tata, achieved the inaugural commercial aviator certificate in India, realizing a dream he had cherished since the age of 15. This marked the beginning of a more significant vision, empowering the nation with aviation. At 24, when a flying club launched in Mumbai, then called Bombay, JRD became the first Indian to graduate with number 1 on his flying license. 3 years later, he notably piloted the inaugural flight in Indian aviation history. On October 15th, 1932, the Air India flight, then called Tata Air Services, took off from this city, Excess Drig Road Aerodrome, and landed at Mumbai's Juhu airstrip. Which city are we talking about? So, if this was a one-line question, it would be India's first flight ever flew from Dash to Bombay. That was the one-line summary. But this is the story of how it started. And
So X is Karachi.
yes,
Pakistan.
X is Karachi. Well done. 10 points there to Sarang. It is Karachi. Okay, Karachi, Ahmedabad, Bombay. Karachi to Bombay. Sarang gets 10 points for Karachi, and I come to Saransh. Saransh, brand question. X was founded in 1998 by Chip Wilson in Vancouver. Wilson created the name to have so many L's so that it would sound Western to Japanese buyers who often have difficulty pronouncing the letter, and that the name otherwise means nothing. He later remarked that he found it funny to watch Japanese speakers try and say the brand name. Which brand or company are we talking about?
Brand and company is like same.
Yeah, just brand only. Just focus on brand. Famous brand.
Pass.
Okay. Not Pass Pass. That's also a brand. Come on.
Without any else in it.
No else. Going to Rohan. Faster.
Yeah,
Direct
pass,
pitting.
pass.
Going to Sarang.
No, pass.
Oh, okay. I'll give a hint. Start with Saransh. So Saransh, think of if you're starting to be a healthy person in life, like you started yoga, you start going to gym. What
Yeah, block.
what brand you will go for before you start going to gym or yoga?
Lacoste? No. That's
Not
it.
Lacoste. Going to Rohan.
Lululemon.
Lululemon. Yes. 6 points there to Rohan. It is Lululemon. Okay, so bunch of L's. Okay, the word doesn't mean anything. Just wanted a word to have too many L sounds, so it'll look funny if Japanese try and pronounce the brand. Lululemon. Okay. Rohan gets 6 points for this, and I come to Sarang. Sarang, this Emily Pellegrini has become a new Instagram sensation, drawing admiration for her stunning physique and long brown hair. She has garnered attention from footballers, MMA fighters, billionaires alike, amassing an impressive following. More than 200K on Instagram in just few months. Okay, just to clarify to audience, this was more than 200K while we were taping it. Should not go to this profile again and be like, what's her claim to fame? What is she doing in this quiz? Why is she so popular? What is her claim to fame basically?
I hope it doesn't sound like a cliche, but is she entirely AI generated?
Yes, perfect. She's not a real person. She's AI generated. Okay, Emily Pellegrini is fully AI generated. 10 points there to Sarang. Okay, fully AI generated. 10 points to Sarang, which means the last question of the quiz. This is a direct for Saransh. Saransh, X marketing is an advanced form of word of mouth marketing, in which the company takes help from customers that are so loyal towards the product or service that they freely try to convince others to buy or use them. This word's origin lies in the Bible, where it means to bring good news or to preach the gospel. Okay, what kind of marketing? Dash marketing, or what's the word? Just to clarify, it's not necessarily a word that is only used in marketing. The main usage comes from Bible, where it means to bring good news or to preach the gospel. And also, if you are a brand dash, you are possibly a person that keeps going around and keeps convincing people to buy this brand or use this brand. अरे तूने urban clap नहीं use किया? क्या कर रहा है यार भाई? Like that.
Like the way you are promoting some of the eateries you like on Quick Bite.
Yes. but
यहाँ आके खाओ.
yeah. स्वर्ग है क्योंकि बाइबल है ना तो heaven.
I don't know, just wild guess. Mass marketing. Like you do a mass, for preaching the gospel.
No. Going to Rohan.
I'll be surprised if this comes from the Bible. Fanatic.
No, going to Saransh. Sarang.
Is this evangelical
Yes,
marketing?
beautiful. Of course it is. Evangelism, evangelical, brand evangelist. Great end to the quiz. Fantastic. Yeah, that brings us to the end of the first episode of season 2 of the quiz show. Let's take a quick look at the score. We'll start with Saransh. Saransh had 28 in the first half. Saransh got 6 for Tombola. Okay. Yes. For Tombola, and Saransh ends on 34. 34. Rohan had 6 in the first half, but he had a remarkably better second half with 11 for Lacrosse, 10 for Baggy Green Shane Warne, 6 each for Lululemon and Toronto Blue Jays. And Rohan ends on 39. And Rohan's streak comes to an end as the winner of the quiz show in Bengaluru. And we have a new champion who absolutely dominated this game totally. Like from starting with bell of the ball as the first question to evangelist as the last question. 37 in the first half, 12 for Invictus Games, 3 for uh, 3 for Toronto, but then 10 for Karachi, 10 for AI generated internet celebrity, and 12 for evangelist or evangelical marketing. Sarang is the winner of the first episode of season 2 with 84 points. Okay, which means Sarang will qualify automatically to the final of the second episode. You'll meet 2 new challenges. I'll see you next Sunday. Right? That's it. Okay. Well done, Saransh. I'll see you soon. And Rohan, it was a pleasure. Oh no, there was something else. If Rohan is not feeling bad already, this will make him feel even
तुम
worse.
पहला बुक तो नहीं दे रहे ना सच सच बताओ
Okay, so basically, if you guys have been following this Bangalore series of the quiz show, I started giving out Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, second, third, fourth. Okay, I gave Restaurant at the End of the Universe, etc. It's so long, and thanks for all the fish. So when I had to get the first book for the first season, I thought Rohan will come, dominate, win again. It'll be great to have all the books of the series to him. In comes Sarang.
मैं ई बुक पढ़ रहा हूँ फर्स्ट वाले का क्योंकि फर्स्ट वाला नहीं है
Sarang, this is for you, the 5th book in the trilogy. This is Mostly Harmless by Douglas Adams. You can come and take. But I'll write a note and I'll give you later. This is your prize for winning. Okay? I'll write a note and give. This is Mostly Harmless. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Thank you. I'll see you soon, Sarang. And Rohan, thank you. Saransh, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.